How's it going on, everybody? It's Sib. Before I start the video, I want to tell you that I sell art prints over on eBay. I sell prints of multiple sizes, such as these ones right here, and I have multiple prints from different things, such as Overwatch, Ruby, Dragon Ball Z, Fate, Fate, and more Fate, and I do some of my original work as well. More prints will become available as I just continue to draw. So if you feel like supporting me or you want a cool art piece, feel free to check the link in the description below. Now, on to the video. What is going on, everybody? It's here, and for this video, Death Battle, Zuko versus Shoto Todoroki. Love My Hero Academia. It's one of my favorite anime. And out of all cartoons I've ever watched, Avatar: The Last Airbender is by far my favorite cartoon. I think I rewatched it like 2 or 3 times since it came on Netflix recently. Oh, man. And I talked about this Death Battle a little bit in the last one, but these are my thoughts. If I had to put money on one of them, I'd go with Todoroki. I think Todoroki is far more powerful than Zuko, just purely based on firepower. And then he has equally powerful ice powers. So I think in terms of just raw power, Todoroki's got it in the bag. Although I wouldn't count Zuko out right away because I believe Zuko is faster. Because Zuko can react to lightning-based techniques, which means that he's roughly lightning speed. So that makes him, that's quick. That's very quick. So, and I don't think Todoroki's ever done anything remotely that scale in terms of speed. But then, and also I think Zuko might have superior, just hand-to-hand fighting. Because, based off, all the benders have, martial arts built into their powers. But that's what I think. I think that that's how they're going to, they play this out. I think Zuko might be better close up, but then he's going to have far weaker fire ability. But although he might have, also here's the other thing I'm thinking about is how defensive are they in terms of their fire? I think Todoroki's somewhat flame resistant, because he actually straight up produces fire from his body, whereas Zuko creates it, but he can still get burned by fire. That's what I think is gonna be. I think Todoroki is gonna win because of just raw power, but Zuko does have the upper hand in speed and fighting technique. All right, here we go.
The world is obviously a bit strange right now, but beer makes it better, like an ice-cold, delicious Miller Lite. Cheers to staying safe, keeping in touch, and great-tasting beer. Miller Lite, great taste with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. However you and your friends are enjoying Miller Time this summer, you can have
Miller Time
Light beer delivered by going to MillerLite.com/battle to find the delivery options near you. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs for 12 ounces.
Whew. That's the other thing I'm realizing is that
with all those cool anime heroes out there, there's bound to be plenty with angsty daddy issues. You mean like you? Don't be silly, Wiz. I'm not an anime character. Like Prince Zuko, the fire-bending of the Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Shoto Todoroki, the
what was I saying? I forgot.
From My Hero Academia. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who
let's
would
go.
win a death battle. Water, earth, fire, air. The 4 elemental nations.
Also, that's the other thing. Unless I don't remember if Zuko mastered lightning when he got older. If Zuko mastered lightning, then he might have a better chance than I thought.
And 100 years later, the equally
I remember what I was gonna say. Is that he's like half the Avatar. Zuko.
He believed his rule would one day pass to either his daughter Azula or his son Zuko. Yeah, Fire Dad was way too ego crazy for that. He drove Azula mad, even though he did clearly favor her. Poor little Zuko gets screwed over from the beginning.
Can you imagine your dad saying that while your sister was born lucky, you were just lucky to be born?
I can't imagine my dad saying anything to me.
Oh, right. Well, despite this, Zuko was desperate to prove himself. What a fine work ethic.
But he screwed up by talking out of turn in a big boy meeting. So naturally, his dad took him aside, sat him down, and taught him the importance of respecting others. Oh wait, just kidding. He burned his friggin' face off. Holy shit!
With his new scar came a new mission. Zuko would hunt down the elusive Avatar, the one threat to his nation's rule, to prove himself to his father and regain his honor.
Which is just a nice way of saying he was banished so he could never come back. Just like my dad didn't.
Though, frankly, Zuko did have the talent and training he needed to capture someone even as powerful as the Avatar.
Damn right! He's a fighting pro! The dude's
And he is strong. Like physically, he is powerful. To be able to do that, see?
Dual swords and, oh yeah, firebending!
As a firebender, Zuko
Like,
harnesses
yeah, like, Zuko's not weak, but
from thin air. Wherever fire remains a light in an area that's not too cold, he can manipulate or bend it to his will.
I mean, if I had to pick between swirling water around, tossing a few rocks, or farting hot air,
and then
all
that's
the time, I would definitely.
I highly doubt they're gonna bring in
It literally means
like
you're a living
Comet.
flamethrower.
Plus, it's surprisingly versatile. Aside from simply creating, launching, and moving
Oh
flames,
yeah, I forgot he can do that.
firebending can be used to heat objects, melt through ice prisons, and even defy gravity.
Is that guy flying with fire? Awesome! How does that even work?
Well, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law. By creating a rapid series of explosions an inch or so away from the palm, the air in between the hand and fire is launched toward the user, thereby creating propulsion.
Yeah, firebending isn't just about creating fire. It's about creating a bunch of it. So Zuko can make large, long-lasting walls of flame to protect himself and keep enemies at a distance. That stuff's hot, you know.
Yeah, it's fire. You know, I've actually rigged up my arm to replicate the technique of firebending. Dummy, if you please.
Another test. How thrilling.
Now, this isn't as simple as just pointing and shooting.
Bringing in the
Firebenders
robot.
fuel their flames with their own breath. And using it at all requires a fierce understanding of martial arts.
What are you trying to do, the Macarena?
Zuko's favorite form, the dancing dragon, draws primarily from northern Shaolin Kung Fu.
That's a Chinese martial art that's all about agility, wide stances, and aggressive attacks. A perfect mix of speed and strength.
Like this. Whoa!
Oh shit!
Wiz, why?
Ha ha ha.
Anyway, the fire that benders like Zuko can generate is extremely hot, capable of melting through a cast iron door hot. This would need to be over 1,200 degrees Celsius.
I remember that.
While Susan's
That was from the comic, so yeah.
Zuko's uncle Iroh blasted apart the giant outer wall of Ba Sing Se. There is no war.
No, that was with the comet. That was with the comet. You have to say that. The comet makes him like 5 times stronger or something, right?
Emotional walls between me and my dad.
Even without Sozin's comet, which only appears once
Oh,
every
okay, here
100
we go.
years, Zuko has more than enough firepower to level a building. That's no
Did I miss him say the comet? I need to stop talking.
He's even quick enough to catch lightning and use his fire powers to redirect it wherever he wants it to go. Kapow! Suck it, Dad! Oh shoot, wait, did he just shoot his dad with lightning?
Zuko's quest for the Avatar led him down a different path than he expected. Inspired by his kind uncle and the Avatar himself, he joined the heroes on a new journey, one of self-discovery.
Yeah, turns out he didn't need his dad's approval after all. He just needed to approve himself. Now that's character development.
Zuko's definitely had a heated redemption arc, and now that he's the Fire Daddy, Fire Lord, his honor keeps burning brighter.
You're crushing on Zuko.
What?
No. Yeah, you are. It's okay, Wiz. Everybody does.
Hello? Zuko
Here.
here.
Zuko here.
Welcome
Alright,
to
let's
a
go.
world where the supernatural is
Okay.
natural, where more than 80% of the
Yeah.
population possesses superhuman abilities known as quirks.
And because
trying to remember, like,
everyone loves the game of
what's
systems,
Todoroki's
there's a
greatest
superhero
feat?
leaderboard. At the very top of it
So
stands
far,
the
at
ultimate
least.
hero, All Might.
This might talk about the manga. If it's talking about the manga, I'm closing my ears.
A true symbol of peace for everyone. That is, everyone except the hero perpetually stuck at rank number 2.
That's Endeavor, and he vowed to surpass All Might. But his literal firepower was just never enough.
But if he couldn't do it himself, he would vicariously through his own heir. Thus, he made the desperate decision to arrange a quirk marriage.
Basically, he paid a family off to get a wife with an ice quirk and popped out kids until he got the right quirk combo. Gross. Feel like I need a shower.
After 4 attempts,
Yeah.
they finally spawned the child he was looking for, Shoto Todoroki.
Half cold, half hot. Literally, right side's ice like his mom, and left side's fire like his dad.
Endeavor quickly separated young Todoroki from his supposedly lesser siblings, ruthlessly training him to become the most powerful hero in history.
Surprise! Things didn't go so well. He drove Shoto's mom totally insane until she broke.
Pouring boiling water on her son's left side, because it reminded her too much of him.
Okay, this is getting super heavy for a colorful cartoon about superpowers and frog people.
Fortunately, Todoroki never truly fell for his father's disgusting manipulation. He attended UA High School, a hero academy, and worked to use his power for good.
But just his mom's power. Why use fire when you can stick it to the man? The man being a big scary fire dad over there. Anyone else notice his facial hair is made of fire? How's that work?
From his right side, Todoroki can summon intense bouts of cold, freezing the air or even creating massive glaciers of ice.
Talk about overkill! And
Oh,
looking
yeah.
good, edgy
He's
dude.
powerful.
Made this super iceberg something badass. Heaven-piercing ice wall!
That's
Oh, you can
huge.
just taste the self-loathing.
He can create sheets of ice to slide on or propel himself forward as if
That's
riding
far
a
more
snake. While he
powerful
can't manipulate
than
the ice
anything
after
Zuko
he's
could do.
launched it, he has extremely precise control over its initial release. He can even freeze opponents so thoroughly that they are frozen both inside and out, effortlessly causing necrosis and shattering body parts.
Seriously, that's so dark. It's chilling. Talk about having a cold shoulder.
But Todoroki has a problem. While he is highly resistant to cold, he's not immune.
Here I am. Guess I'll die.
I won't be needing you this time.
Who's the
Don.
voice of the robot?
Joy.
Sounds
Casting
familiar.
too much ice from his right side will cause his body temperature to drop until he falls unconscious, potentially even suffering frostbite.
I mean, it takes freezing an entire building before side effects even start to show up. So it's not us. Why'd you even make this stupid robot?
That's why Endeavor chose to mix ice with fire. See, he had the same problem with his own fire quirk, but with cold and hot combined, they could counter each other's weaknesses.
Thankfully, Shoto met a friend who helped show him that his fire wasn't his father's, it was his own. You tell him, Deku. Finally, the full power of Icy Hut was
Whew.
unleashed.
Please tell me I remember to repost this episode.
Hurts from carrying the
Like,
show.
this episode was so good.
With fire, given his lack of experience with it, this half of his quirk is identical to Endeavor.
Yo.
His fire is
Oh, yeah, the
similar to
movie.
Melt
I can't-
Tetsu, whose body can turn to steel, which means it can reach
Oh.
temperatures over 1600 degrees.
He can blast fire like a raging inferno, form walls of flame to block off areas, and use his evil dad's signature technique, flash fire.
Flash fire is a method of compressing
Oh,
flame
boy.
under super hot temperatures before releasing it in a single strike.
Whew.
Endeavor can also shape his fire, use it to cling to walls, and fly.
But even if he is a huge dick, Endeavor was kinda right. Fire and ice combined put both quirks at their best. Shoto's one of the best in his class, taking hits from a tank like Deku, fighting top-tier foes like Stain, and keeping up with classmates like Bakugo and Tokoyami, who can block Kaminari's electricity.
And
Wait a
he's often
moment.
criticized for a lack
Oh,
of
wait a
intelligence.
moment.
Todoroki is incredibly
Wait a
smart
moment.
and a quick thinker.
I didn't
He
even
can
think
set
of-
traps for his opponents
Wait a
in the
moment.
blink of an eye.
And after all that craziness, he finally patched things up with his mom, and somehow he
Does that really work?
inspired his dad to try and be a better person.
I didn't even think about him, but
I wish he could inspire my dad too. Not
I don't know.
no.
I might need to go
He's
back.
already perfect.
Well on his way to becoming a successful hero, Shoto Todoroki no longer fights in spite of his father, but for himself and the sake of others. I wanted to. I'll be a hero.
Whew. I feel like they had to cut out the music there.
All possibilities.
But first, let me tell you about Blue Chew.
Alright.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by
All right.
Blue Chew.
Phone time. I still think Todoroki's gonna win, but I didn't even think about. Can they really count Kaminari? Like, who did they say blocked Kaminari again? I remember like there was the Vine chick, but I don't remember if she actually reacted to it, or if she already had it out. I don't remember.
The same FDA-approved
Like, cause she blocked his, and besides, he's like a one-shot kind of guy, if you think about it.
Twice as fast as a pill. How convenient.
Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line in the pharmacy. And it ships
I'm
right
not
to your door
sure.
in a discreet package.
I'm not
You're
sure.
a little awkward about it, like Wiz here. Hey, no big deal. You do you, and your special someone.
They're made in the U.S. and cheaper than a pharmacy.
Right now, we've got a special deal for you. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code BATTLE. Just pay $5 shipping.
Again, that's BLUEChew.com, promo code BATTLE to try it for free.
Now that's a good deal. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Whew. Funky looking sprites. Yep. Ooh.
Villain, you'll pay for that.
No, wait. I'm not the bad guy here. I mean, not anymore.
Your actions say otherwise.
That sounds a lot like they must go.
Fire, like my father. I'll prove I'm better than both of you.
I'm all angsty.
What's the matter? Melting under pressure?
Good impression.
He's just like me.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh no! Of course.
No, my cabbages!
Man, he can't even get away in death battle. Are you serious? That's so messed up.
Block it, but not this. It's over.
Wait.
I don't care how much power you have. I know who I am. I will win!
Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
Then I'll have to go beyond.
Woo! Yep. Didn't think so. Poor Zuko.
I am the Fire Lord. I will win this for my honor!
Uh-oh. And dead. No! Zuko! Ah!
Apologies.
Yeah, I was right. Aw, man.
Okay, talk about cool as hell. That was epic.
Poor Zuko.
Grieving here. Both Todoroki and Zuko held solid advantages over the other. Zuko's martial arts, athleticism, and lightning-fast reflexes meant that if he could get close to Todoroki, he could likely end the fight pretty quick.
But Shoto's no slouch. The guy may be better at long range, but he's been in scraps before. Like with the super fast, super deadly hero killer Stain. And with all that ice popping up everywhere and his own super sliding and boosting skills, Shoto made it hard for Zuko to get close for long.
Plus, the speed difference wasn't all that drastic. Todoroki's fellow student Tokoyami's Dark Shadow blocked Kaminari's electricity after it had been fired. Quirks are not magic, and there are very few ways for electricity to travel through the air. Lightning is essentially an ionized path that electricity travels through. Kaminari's quirk must use the same method.
Dark Shadow
Yeah,
blocked Kaminari. Bakugo dodged Dark Shadow, and Todoroki can match Bakugo in a fight. Bada bing, bada boom. That's lightning fast reflexes, baby.
Yeah,
Zuko
I guess
certainly
that's
had more
true.
control over fire. Todoroki could easily repel his firebending with his own flames, not to mention the clear difference in temperature. Zuko may be skilled with fire, but he's not immune to it. Nor did he have any reliable counter for fast and massive ice attacks.
Yeah.
We don't even need to bust out the calculator for this one, Wiz. That stadium is circled by a 4-kilometer trench. That's huge. And the edgy ice wall covered almost half of it in less than a second. Zuko didn't have that kind of power spread.
Nope.
Yes, I know fire melts ice, but not instantly when it comes to gigantic glaciers. Plus, firebending becomes much more difficult in cold temperatures. Sure, Zuko's melted through ice prisons before, but only ones where he could still move or at least breathe. Remember, firebending requires breath and movement. When Azula was trapped in an ice prison so compact she couldn't move or breathe, she was helpless.
But like, Shoto could just freeze over Zuko's insides anyway. No way he was
Yeah.
surviving that.
Zuko might have been an admirable bender and adorable fan favorite, but Todoroki's overwhelming ice, versatile
Yeah,
defense, and
I was about to
incredible
say, like, there's no
power
way.
was too much to handle.
Zuko aimed for success.
Like, they made Zuko.
Shoto
He may have gone a little overboard.
The winner
I don't
is
know for
Shoto
sure.
Todoroki.
Like, yeah, good job. Like, that was a good one.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle.
Like, I agree
Come
with
back
that
next week to see
outcome.
previews of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some DB merch at
Alright, let's see
store.roosterteeth.com.
who is next. The Flash. Jeez. Flash. Money's on Flash. Alright. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. And you'll see me in the next video. Peace on out.